Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. So I'm sure you're wondering, why are your lips looking like that? Well, let me tell you. So as I'm sure that you saw by the title of today's video, I'm going to teach you how I get that very pouty lip look in all of my Instagram videos. So it is no secret to anybody that has followed me for a while that I had lip injections done about 2 years ago. I loved them, loved every second of it, and I greatly miss them. However, lip injections are expensive, and your girl is poor. I kind of have to make do and make the illusion that I still have the lip injections, even though I no longer do. They're much smaller nowadays. I will include a picture of better lip times for me. Now, yes, I did go pretty extreme, and that's what I wanted. That's what I liked. And I thought if I'm going to pay all this money for them, I want them to be big. And they were, and I loved them. So I'm going to show you today kind of how I can recreate that type of look, especially in my Instagram photos, and show you guys kind of like my little tips and tricks to make it appear as though they were just freshly plumped yesterday. So the first things first, I always start off by lining my lips. I should have been prepared and I'm not. Go figure. So obviously whenever I am getting ready to take photos or selfies or what have you, I always, I put on a lip like, duh, hello, hi. I'm new here. And so the lip liner that I'm going to be using today is Bite Beauty 016 liner. Guys, you can use any lip liner you want. You don't have to use an expensive one like Bite Beauty. You can use literally like one of my other favorites is from Wet n Wild. Does not matter. Use whatever your little heart desires, but this is the one that I've been really loving lately for this lip combo that I'm going to show you. Okay, so something that is also no big secret is I overline my lips. What's new? Everybody does it nowadays, and if you don't like it, I mean, you don't have to. But I'm assuming you're here to learn how to make your lips look bigger, right? I mean, you're here, right? Okay, so I'm going to do that. So what I always do is, you can kind of see how my lip kind of curls downward. So I'm actually going to, I have a pretty full bottom lip. She's not bad. So I always just follow the outer border of my lip. Can you kind of see, my lip technically ends right here, but the border to it is actually down here. So I always draw my lower lip line right along that border. Just like that. And I fill in almost all of my lip, not all of it, but just about. And something that, I think would be obvious, but I will point out just in case it isn't obvious, it's always easier to use a sharp lip liner to do this very precise lining as opposed to a dull one. So, sharpen it. Okay, so the upper lip is a smidge trickier because this can really be the tell that you are overlining your lips. So you gotta be a little bit more careful here. Or, if you don't care that people can tell, then who cares? But I like it to be a little bit more natural overlining, if that makes any sense at all. So I always start out at my natural vermilion border up here. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of the same thing as my lower lip. There's where my lip ends, and then there's a tiny little border right beyond that. However, for the majority of the population, your lips kind of go inward as they come down. Now that's something that you want to keep pretty normal so that it looks a lot more natural as opposed to widening your lips all the way around, because that can kind of give you clown lips. And I don't want those. I always start on my Cupid's bow. I don't know why I'm talking like that. So I always start with my natural Cupid's bow, and then what I'll do is go down here to the corner where it naturally meets. And kind of, just do that. Did you see that? So where I do the main amount of overlining is up here, just as my Cupid's bow starts to round over. But then I bring it back to my natural lip line as it goes down. So my lips are naturally uneven, so I do have to do a little bit of evening, but that's for the most part how I do it. Then I do kind of the same thing where I fill in a little bit of it, and then we can move on to our next step. So the next step that I do in this process is a lipstick. So the lipstick that I have been loving lately is this one by Mullins. It is the Matte Innocence shade. I just really like it. It's very pretty. I love a light matte right now. So it's just the one that I've been using. So I'm going to literally fill in my lips like normal. they're looking pretty plump, right? Like they're looking pretty good. But this is the key. This is the kicker to how I get a very voluptuous looking lip gloss. It is rare that you will see me with just a plain matte lip on unless it is a matte liquid lipstick. Anytime that I'm wearing regular lipstick, I have a gloss on top of it. I just like the plump look effect. So the one that I have really been enjoying lately is this one by Morphe. It is in the shade Flower Crown. Now the key to the lip gloss is getting it literally to the edge of your lip liner without going over so it doesn't look smeary. And that, my friends, is what gives you the very pouty look. So just kind of like watch what I do. And there we have it. So did you see what I mean? Like where I took it literally to the edge of the lip liner? Does it not look like they're 10 times bigger than what they were whenever we started? I live for this. Love. Okay, great. We've got the lips on. Now what? So I want to take a few selfies. You know, you girls feeling the plump lip vibes. So what do I do? Like, I'm a freaking expert. Alright, so really my best tips and tricks to getting a good pout in your selfie are to just literally pout. Mind blowing. I know. So whenever I am taking a selfie, I rarely smile, first of all, because I don't like my teeth. I mean, I'm sure you've seen my videos. I have very crooked lower teeth. It's a thing. So I don't smile a whole lot and show off my teeth in my videos or in my photos. So I do a very pouty lip in almost all of them. Not that like I'm afraid to smile, like I just don't. So something that I do, and this is just, that helps me personally. For one, know your angles, because knowing your angles is obviously, one, going to give you a good picture anyway, and two, know your best lip angle. As crazy as that sounds, this is just kind of the world that we live in, and you want to look your best, right? If you're going to put anything out there on the internet, you want it to be your best. So for me, I am a very big fan of like tilting my head a little bit. My left jawline, for some reason, is just like my golden jaw. So I typically turn my head a little bit. So automatically you're kind of getting an angled view of my lips, making them look a little bit bigger. Like spot on, like, yeah, they look okay, you know, not bad, Bryce, she working with it. But then to the side, all of a sudden, somehow, they're bigger. So you guys remember the duck lips thing, right? Like, okay, we're not going to do that, but we're going to do a very simplified version of that. So typically when I go to my go-to like head tilt type thing, and I will not close my lips completely, like I'm not going to close my mouth completely, and I'm going to push my lips out just a little bit. I don't know why my hand is so involved. So I'm just going to show you, and then hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So head tilt. What can you see? My lips are not 100% closed, and I'm pouting them out just a smidge. So, kind of like that. I mean, it's very subtle. It's pretty, I don't think it's as noticeable as literally duck lipping. But it's just one of my little, like, hidden tricks that I use to enhance my photo. I hope that you guys enjoyed learning all of my tips and tricks on how I get the poutiest of lips in my selfies, Instagram photos, yada yada. Maybe you guys can start implementing some of these little tips yourself. I mean, granted, I know there wasn't a whole lot to it, but, like, really, there's not a whole lot to it. Aside from spending a lot of money to get them actually plumped, which I just cannot do right now. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, guys. I really do appreciate it, especially to all my new subscribers. Thank you. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Ew. Never do that again. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go, especially if you liked this video. Give it a like. Okay? Shameless. Like, yeah, okay, we all want to look good in our Instagram photos, so give this video a like if you enjoy looking good. Or if you like a pouty lip. Or if you don't like a pouty lip. Or if you hated this video. If you thought it was cringy. Give it a like for all of those things. So thanks again for tuning into this one, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.